Hello, hello. I'll let some people come in. It's Feral Friday. I'm really starting to enjoy Feral Friday. Hope everybody else is. We don't really have to get feral by any means. Content planned out. Other than that, I didn't really get a whole lot done today. I opened some Amazon packages, put some laundry on. That's about it. Not a whole lot going on this Friday, but I don't mind. I like I like a boring Friday every once in a while. Hello, Jenny. This one should be a good one. I feel like it's just a nice, deep, heartfelt conversation that we're gonna have tonight on our little gremlin talk for Feral Friday. So, as the title said, it says Feral Friday, stay mysterious, stay powerful. Um, so, a lot of what I want to talk about tonight is not showing your full hand at any time when it comes to social media and life in general. There are just some people that don't need to know everything that's going on, and that's okay. It's okay to keep that stuff to yourself. So, I don't know how many people are planning on coming in. Foraging. Do not feed after midnight or add water. That's if you're a little gremlin. Are you a little gremlin, Corsa? Are you one of my little gremlins? That's what I call my little subscribers, my little gremlins. Alright, let's see. So, it's Feral Friday, my little gremlins. And tonight, I want to talk about the power of mystery, silence, and moving in ways to keep our peace intact. Not everyone deserves access to us, and not every moment of our lives needs to be public. Hey, Megs. See, I thought that me going live later would have been more easier on people, but apparently not. It seems like more people are not able to make it right now, but it's okay. So, there's strength in holding certain things sacred, in keeping people guessing, and in protecting our energy. But let's be real. When people can't figure you out, they start to make up their own stories. And that's their problem, not yours. So, the power of mystery and moving in silence. We live in a world where everyone wants to put their business on display, where people overshare and let outsiders pick apart their lives. But when you keep certain things to yourself, when you protect what's sacred, you become untouchable. They can speculate, they can assume, they can talk all they want, but at the end of the day, they'll never truly know. And that's the power move. When you move in silence, you're not hiding, rather than you're securing your peace. You're keeping your energy safe from those who don't deserve to feed off of it. And most importantly, you're making sure that whatever you build, whether it's relationships, goals, personal growth, is growing without outside interference. Because, like Lil Wayne said, real G's move in silence like lasagna. And that's exactly how you keep your power, by letting your moves speak for themselves. And I'm a big fan of Lil Wayne. Probably doesn't help being from Louisiana. Um, I grew up on Lil Wayne and Boosie, and now more, I listen to Kevin. I do find that I listen to people who are from here. Um, Boosie very much so. But that's beside the point. When we came up with the name Griselda, my favorite line is real G's move in silence like lasagna. And Griselda starts with G. So it felt more than fitting. And I did. I made a lot of moves in silence. I came out of nowhere. People didn't know. I still do a lot of moves in silence. There's a lot about my life that a lot of people, unless you're really close to me, don't know, and that's okay. And the rest of the internet can speculate on whatever they think and try and diagnose whatever mental illness they think I have this week. But I know that they're wrong. So I just keep moving, keep them guessing. I don't mind being Reddit diagnosed or diagnosed by the Reddit doctors, because at the end of the day, I know my truth. People can talk. I'm protecting my peace. Why some people can't handle you being private. So let's talk about why people lose their minds when they don't have full access to you. Some people thrive on knowing what's going on in your life, not because they care, but because they need something to pick apart, something to use against you, and something to twist into their own narrative. And when you stop giving them that, when you stop feeding them with updates, with reactions, with explanations, they panic. They spiral. They make assumptions. Because your silence forces them to sit with themselves. And some people can't handle that. So now I want to ask, have you ever kept something private and watched people go crazy trying to figure it out? Oh, I put in my notes, I said, drop a crystal ball if you know the power of moving in silence. So, in the sense of watching people go crazy trying to figure it out, when I found out that I was pregnant, me and my at the time husband, this baby was a tiebreaker. He has all females, he has all nieces on his side, and I have all nephews on my side. So this baby was going to break a tie on one side or the other, right? And we didn't find out. We didn't find out the gender at all. We went 9 months and didn't find out the gender. And I had her, well, I say her now because I know it's a girl, right? But I had the ultrasound on, um, I'm sorry, I read Foraging's comment. If nothing else, the name Griselda got you a nickname from me, like Snoop Dogg met a grizzly bear. Because you call me Grizzle. Okay, back to my story. So, yeah, we didn't find out if it was a boy or a girl. I had the ultrasound on DVD, right? And his sister worked at the obstetrician that I went to. So, the whole 9 months, his sister knew because she was in there for the ultrasound. Still to this day, I could watch that ultrasound and not tell you the gender of that baby. But it ate everybody else up, not knowing what we were having, as if that changed something at the end of the day. Both sides of our family, it bothered the living shit out of them. And it was all because we not even that we knew and we were keeping it private, right? But it wasn't affecting anybody else's lives either. At the end of the day, we were going to bring home a happy, healthy baby. And it didn't matter if we were bringing home a boy or a girl. We didn't have to know that beforehand because they grow out of that clothes so fast in the beginning anyways. But that's something that we kind of kept private, even from ourselves, I guess. But it drove everybody crazy. For 9 months, they needed to know what I was having. And now, nobody's affected by that. It doesn't matter one bit. So, my next question is, what's one thing you've stopped sharing with people that gave you more peace? Now, you definitely don't have to go into detail because that would be sharing it with people. But I noticed that I just stopped sharing all the little bitty details in my life. Like, if someone really cares, maybe they'll ask, but I'm not just going to sit here and give you all the details of my life when you may not care. If you ask me about it, I'll tell you, but I still may not tell you everything. You know, I'm learning who to let in my circle, and my immediate circle is definitely really small. And then it extends out on like who gets a little bit more information from there, and then of course when I go public, um, when I go public, then that's probably like the least amount of personal information that gets shared. Um, and it's becoming more personal. I've disclosed different things. Just depends. Foraging, you've been in my thoughts all day, brother. Hey, Jin Jin. All right, so my next one is let them think they know you. Not everyone deserves to know the real you. Let them criticize who they think you are. Because at the end of the day, their opinions, their assumptions, they don't define you. You do. People will always talk. They'll take pieces of you, bits of what they see, what they hear, and most of all, what they assume. And we know what assuming does. And they build their own version of you in their heads. And that's fine. Let them. Because the real you, the full, complex, powerful you, that's reserved for those who have earned that access. Hey, Plug, I've been seeing you. I wasn't trying to ignore you. Oh, no. Okay, I won't tell you what I like on my pizza then. Fine. I'm trying to say hi, but I'm reading off a different device. I'm sorry, I'm not paying attention. Hey, All Sane. Happy birthday to Bella. I know, she's been on my thoughts all day. Plug, Jenny, Megs. Seeing if I missed anybody. I saw Corso was in here. Oh, hey, Cass. I missed you. I'm sorry. Corso probably done dipped. I mean, what about... Hey, Amber. Okay. What about pineapple grilled? My little hype... Oh, we'll get into my little hype bird in a little bit. We just upgraded one of our little micro pets that travel with us. It's a full adult star now. What about grilled pineapple on a burger though? You see, because one of my uncles, he had married a lady from Australia, and that was so good. You just take a ring, throw it on the grill whenever you're grilling your cheeseburgers, And it's so good. Oh my gosh. And I will thank my no longer Australian aunt for that. I've been eating them that way since I was a kid. Wait, so you love pineapple? The best cheeseburger in the world has pineapple, but not the best pizza. Got it. That we just took a whole different like rabbit hole here. Pepper bacon, grilled pineapple, pepper bacon, and teriyaki sauce. Oh man. And it's still so early. But now I'm hungry all over again. You can't be doing this to me. I had a whole little church service planned here, and now I'm hungry. Not a church service, a gremlin talk. Okay, I'm gonna get back to it. We can talk about pineapples later. So what I was saying is, the real you, the full, complex, powerful you, that's reserved for those who have earned access. When you stop trying to correct their false narratives, you reclaim your peace. When you stop explaining yourself to people committed to misunderstanding you, you take back your power. So let them run their mouths. Let them think they know who you are. Meanwhile, you'll be out here living, evolving, and thriving on your terms. So, my question for the chat now is, have you ever had people judge you without knowing the full story? How did it feel when you stopped caring about proving them wrong? I just read something in the chat that distracted me again. Foraging. Thank you. Um, so I mean, I've come, I've had situations where people didn't know the whole story, or we've specifically had to edit out a certain part of a video, or I didn't feel like I could say my real opinion, um, which is not like me at all. Um, but I've had it happen, right? Um, so they didn't know the whole story. And I've been judged hella hard for people not knowing the whole story. And sometimes the whole story doesn't need to be out there because it's not other people's business. It is part of what you need to keep to yourself. Um, a lot of people do judge others without knowing them. Um, and they may be judged off of one single action out of all of the years that they've lived. And I mean, I'm getting it left and right. Left and right. I'm getting it. But they don't know the whole story, right? They don't know the full story. They don't know all sides. There's always yours, mine, and the truth. Because we are going to be swayed by our emotions. So your side's going to be different just because of your emotions. My side's going to be different because of my emotions. And then you put them two together and you have the truth somewhere in the middle, right? It gets to a point though where you just don't stick up for yourself anymore. And you start ignoring it and you stop caring because you can't correct everybody, right? I don't know, it feels like something so huge right now, but it might be like, I'll even shoot out a huge number. I have 12 people in here. So what if it's like 12,000 people on YouTube and TikTok that don't like me, right? And that are running their mouths. But that's out of literally every user on YouTube or every user on TikTok. That's a very small percentage. And I don't remember where I heard it, but this has become one of my favorite sayings. And it's, what you eat, or what I eat, yeah, what I eat don't make you shit. So what does it matter? It doesn't. Doesn't matter one bit. So now we're going to go into protecting your peace and choosing who gets access to you. You don't owe the world every piece of you. Not everyone deserves a seat at your table, and not everyone should have access to your thoughts, your plans, and your emotions. Think about how much energy we waste explaining ourselves to people who aren't even listening to understand, right? They're just listening to judge, to respond, and to insert themselves into something that isn't theirs to begin with. That one's big. Sorry, I'm going to stop and read a little bit. Right, it is a very small community. The best place you can mentally be is a place where if someone asks you, what do you think of the haters? And you can answer with confidence, I don't. Foraging has like some of the best thoughts. And I just love the way that you put things into words sometimes, because that is the honest to God truth. That is it right there. That is it. So tonight, I want you to ask yourself, who actually deserves access to you? Who deserves that access to you? Because we said that access is earned, right? So who deserves that access to you? Who has earned the right to know your next move, your struggles, and your wins? And if that answer isn't obvious, maybe that's your sign to move quieter, to keep some things just for you. I'm going to start having y'all bring a notebook, a pen and paper to our little gremlin chats, gremlin talks. Because I have an affirmation for you today. And I'll post it to my community tab if anybody wants it written out. But it says, I move in silence, but my presence is always felt. My energy is sacred, and I choose who has access to me. My peace is mine to protect, and I will not waste it on those who seek to drain it. I'm going to say that again a little bit louder for those in the back. I move in silence, but my presence is always felt. My energy is sacred, and I choose who has access to me. My peace is mine to protect, and I will not waste it on those who seek to drain it. And I promise you, the more you speak these positive things into your life, and I have another, I'm not sure if I'm going to do it as a video or a live planned, but I have another content idea put together on how powerful your words are. And of course, I didn't switch that note over to this computer, so I can't see it right now. But it's basically saying that if you speak negative into your life, you're manifesting that, and you're never going to get out of where you are. But if you look at everything in a positive light and with a silver lining and say everything as if it's already happened, you will over time notice that it does get easier and life gets better. I did read your analogy about the life jacket. Can I share that? I would definitely share that if you give me permission. I don't have it on here, so I can't pull it up tonight, but I will add it to my next notes. I'm struggling with an internet issue right now, so I'm having to airdrop stuff between devices. It's not all just backing up to the cloud right now. So, but I will definitely share that on one of my next ones, because y'all, whenever I'll share it on my community tab, but I will definitely share it because it was Foraging wrote something about saying, I mean, I can't even put it into words, but you can't save others until you save yourself first, basically. And I've taken the time to get my own 2 feet on solid ground so that I can teach others how to swim. And it hit the spot so good whenever I needed it the most. And I really feel like others would benefit from it too. So as long as I have your permission, I will get that out to my little community of gremlins. But if anybody else has anything, I don't have anything else. We'll be rounding out around 30 minutes today, which isn't terrible. I don't know who else is going live tonight. I haven't checked any of that out. Honestly, I've been down for 2 days, not feeling too hot, so really haven't done much anything. I haven't even checked out YouTube to see what's going on over there. Say that as if I'm not on YouTube right now. But, well, I do want to leave you with this. Stay mysterious, stay powerful, and now as always, stay feral. I love y'all, my little gremlins. Drop me a little black heart if you're leaving here with your energy protected tonight. And I will check in with y'all next time. I have a couple things planned. So stay tuned. I have at least 3 more planned right now. But I'm sure they'll all come to me. And if there's anything specific that anybody would like touched on, definitely shoot me an idea and I can see what I can pull together, and different tools that I've used, and different pointers along the way to get us through life, you know. It takes a village. I know it takes a village with kids, but it also takes a village just as adults, even if we aren't counting the kids. But I love y'all. Everybody have a good night. Somebody let me know where we're going next. Actually, I think my kid is getting my phone to call her friend. But y'all have a good night, and I will Bella. I will see y'all next time. Bye, everybody.